Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, let me express my pleasure to join you, and hopefully Allah will make it easier for each one of you to learn. Before we start, let me give you an introduction about me, just a biography. My name is Raed Shaaban, from Gaza, Dari Gaza, Palestine, doing master in finance here in UAE, and also Tajweed teacher, different places in Masjid Shakirin, Humbak, in Surah Al-Naim also. I have a weekly class there. And by the way, today I hopefully that inshallah will give you so many and special benefits and values. Sorry that I'm talking in English, not in Malayo. Hopefully that all understand, inshallah. Or you prefer to speak in Arabic? It's okay. May Allah inshallah grant each one that value to learn, to know about more about our salah. So inshallah, may Allah ease it for us. So I'm doing master in finance in UAE, teacher of Tajweed, also Muwakkili Palestine in the Musabaqa international competition of Al-Quran Al-Karim. Al-Quran Al-Karim is Ashraf al-Ulum, the best ilm we can ever learn. Allah said in Surah Al-Muzammil, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Wartil, this is fi'l amr. Fi'l amr means it's an order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to learn Al-Quran Al-Karim. And you know that those people who are reciting Al-Quran Al-Karim, they will become with As-Safara Al-Kiram Al-Barara. Means the highest level in Jannah will be allocated for those people who learn and also they are proficient in Al-Quran Al-Karim. So if you want to be normal Muslim, okay, it's up to you. But if you want to be super Muslim, you need to learn Al-Quran Al-Karim, how to be a good in recitation, how to follow the correct recitation. There is hadith from Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that ما من مسلم يقرأ القرآن الكريم ثم وهو متقن له وهو يجيده أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم فله أجر فهو مع السفرة الكرام البررة. وما من مسلم يقرأ القرآن وهو عليه شاق وهو يتتعتع فيه له أجران. So those people who find it difficult to learn Al-Quran Al-Karim and it's difficult for them, but they still have the emotions, I mean, they are keen, they are eager to learn Al-Quran Al-Karim, they got two ajr, not only one ajr. The ajr of the difficulty and the ajr of also of learning Al-Quran Al-Karim. And Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said in Hadith al-Sharif, خَيْرُكُمْ مَنْ تَعَلَّمَ الْقُرْآنَ وَعَلَّمَهُ. The best of you who learn Al-Quran and teach Al-Quran as well. Because this is a message, this is an amana. If you learn Al-Quran Al-Karim, you should also teach your surrounding people. This is not just for you. It's for all Muslims. So today, inshallah,
talk about the virtue and how important is Shahr Ramadan for every single Muslim and Muslimah, because last time during Rasulullah, the Sahaba, they started to prepare for Ramadan 6 months before. Imagine how important is this holy month for the Ummah and for the Muslim. So since we are already in the holy month of Ramadan, I would like to recommend and remind me before you, of course, to focus on the ibadah, to focus on more salatu tahajjud, more salatu al-qiyam. And also the most important thing is to recite more khatam in Al-Quran. The more that you recite, the more that you get ajr. Wallahu yudha'ifu liman yasha. Allah will duplicate the hasana for you all, inshallah. In this month we have one night khayrun min alfi shahr. The special night, Laylatul Qadr. Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr. I hope actually in Malaysia, I have been in Malaysia, I forgot to introduce myself before. My name is actually Raed Abu Shaaban, and I'm doing DBA, Doctorate in Business Administration at University Technology Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur. I have finished my master in finance at UIA, Islamic University, Antarabangsa. And Alhamdulillah, this is not my first time to come to Kedah. I think it's the 5th time, if I'm not mistaken. I'm very familiar with orang from Kedah, and I love to come actually to Kedah to be imam, because here the people are more spiritual. They love to recite more, to pray more. I know that it was to be like 20 rak'ah, but because it was very special, they want to make it lapan saja. So I hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us in this special night, inshallah. And I would say that please don't miss the last 10 nights. The last 10 nights, Al-Ashr Al-Awakhir. Okay, malam, what do you call it? 10 malam akhir. Okay, the last 10 days. Because when I was in KL, I was very sad. Most masjid in the beginning of Ramadan are full. But when it comes to the last 10 nights, only 4 orang, 10 orang only. This is very sad. Because the most ajr actually is at the last 10 days. So we should not miss these 10 days. Please try to focus on al-i'tikaf. We call that in al-i'tikaf. Hopefully if you can do the i'tikaf in the masjid, so Allah will give you more ajr, inshallah. Recite more Al-Quran, because Laylatul Qadr is in the last 10 days, as you know. Okay, regarding the situation in Palestine, although talking about Palestine, it's not easy at all, as you know. It always carries hope and dreams, and strengthen the patience and faith of every Muslim and Muslimah. So our honorable audience today, inshallah, I'm going to briefly talk about that, what is going on in Palestinian country these days. After the formation of the new Israeli government, the attacks on Palestinians have increased, especially in the West Bank. And there are still a lot of restrictions against actually Gaza Strip. By the way, I'm from Gaza Strip. Um, there is no even single week that we have in Palestine without having at least one shaheed. Every week will be between 1 to 10 shaheed in Palestine. Every day there is minimum one shaheed. So, what is the objective of Israel? The objective of Israel, they want to expel and dismiss. Huh? Can. Okay. Okay, Ustaz. Okay, I hope that with the translation you can understand better. Okay, inshallah. Sorry, maybe I talk fast. I make it slow. Okay, what is the objective of Israeli occupation in Palestine now? Is it working? The objective, they want to make Palestine 100% Yahudi and 100% free of all Muslim. They don't want any Muslim to stay in Palestine. So, to achieve this target, they are building a lot of settlements every day. The new government of Israel now has the strategy to increase the number of settlements in the West Bank. At the same time, they are demolishing more houses. Luckily, alhamdulillah, our brothers in Isra, they are trying to do their best to help a lot of families in Palestine to renovate their houses and to build again their houses after it's destroyed by Israel, either in Gaza Strip or in also West Bank. Continue or? All right. So, nowadays there are 2 Palestinian cities under the fire all the time. The first city is Jenin city, and the second city is Nablus city. These cities actually have a lot of settlements and Israeli weapons, Israeli arms, Israeli tanks. They can easily enter the Palestinian lands and destroy everything and kill the Palestinians every day. The plan also in Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa is to divide Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa, and to also free the Masjid Al-Aqsa from all the Muslims over there. Alright, so what is happening also? There are too many campaigns by Israeli army every day to arrest more people, even they arrest children. They arrest children, they take them to the jail without any single felony. So, our people now, they are facing a lot of injustice and there is nobody to protect their rights. Simply because Israel is protected by the big American shield and cover. Okay. Want to translate? Okay. Okey, insya-Allah. Tafadhal.
Apa yang Ustaz sebut ni, sekarang ni segala usaha-usaha Israel, Yahudi dilindungi oleh Amerika.
Ya.
Amerika. Jadi mereka dari semasa-semasa mereka akan menambahkan rumah-rumah di tanah Palestin.
Alright, as I mentioned before, every day there are a lot of destructions on the houses of Palestinians. There are many settlements are built, and the new government of Israel support building more settlements in the West Bank, in Palestine.
Setiap hari ada banyak gangguan terhadap penduduk Palestin, rumah-rumah mereka, dan penempatan baru Israel, penempatan haram baru Israel dibina lebih banyak dari masa-masa lebih banyak dibina di tanah orang Palestin.
Al-Aqsa Mosque also is suffering. Most Palestinians are forbidden to visit Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa and pray in Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa during Ramadan. For example, me as a Palestinian who live in Gaza, all the Gazan people are not allowed to pray in Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa or go to Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. It's almost the same for the West Bank people. Also, they cannot visit and pray in Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. The only people who can pray in Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa are the people from Jerusalem, the capital of Palestine only. So Israel is trying to limit the number of Muslim people who can enter Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa as a way to, what they call it, they want to Judaize, make it a fully Yahudi place. At the same time, they allow the Yahudi, the Zionists, to enter Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa and to perform their Yahudi style of prayer.
Masjid Al-Aqsa sekarang ini telah akan ditukarkan oleh Yahudi menjadi tempat ibadat mereka. Tempat mereka ibadatlah cara mereka lah. Jadi semakin banyak orang Islam, orang Palestin yang dihalang untuk menjalankan amal ibadat, terutamanya di Ramadan ini. Hanyalah Muslim yang duduk di Jerusalem saja yang dibenarkan untuk solat di situ. Manakala daripada Gaza, daripada tempat-tempat lain tidak dibenarkan untuk menjalankan ibadat di bulan Ramadan ini. Jadi mereka sedikit demi sedikit akan menukarkan Masjid Al-Aqsa itu untuk menjadi tempat mereka menjalankan amalan-amalan mereka.
Although most of the Arab countries, as you know, do almost nothing to protect the Palestinian people, but Alhamdulillah, we are very determined that Palestine will be free, inshallah, one day.
Banyak negara Arab sekarang ini tidak mengambil peduli, tidak tahu dan tidak mengambil peduli akan nasib Palestin. Namun kami sebagai orang Palestin yakin bahawa suatu hari ini Palestin akan menjadi satu negara yang bebas.
For your information, this has been mentioned in the hadith. لا يضرهم من خذلهم. They are not actually harmed by any Muslim side or people who actually ignore them, because the Palestinians themselves can actually do the protection, alhamdulillah. But at the same time, they need the support of all Muslim countries, especially here, brothers and sisters, in Malaysia. We have a lot of roles to do.
Orang Palestin ini insya-Allah akan dijaga oleh Allah. La yadurruhum
man khadalahum.
Man khadalahum. Maksud ustaz tu dia kata insya-Allah Allah Taala akan jagalah orang Palestin. Namun orang Palestin memerlukan pertolongan umat Islam di seluruh dunia yang lain.
So actually, what is our role to finalize my talk here? What should we do to help and support the Palestinian and the Palestinian cause as a whole. Of course, the first, maybe you think that you can do, of course, the financial support, which is important to help the brothers and sisters who lost their houses, the orphans, the yatim, the faqir who cannot find, the iftar nowadays. This is very helpful.
Jadi apa yang kita boleh lakukan sekarang, antara yang mudah untuk lakukan adalah kita membantu dari segi keuangan untuk mereka-mereka yang telah kehilangan rumah, yang telah menjadi anak-anak yatim, yang kelaparan sekarang ini, supaya ringan sedikit penderitaan yang sahabat-sahabat kita di Palestin sedang menderita sekarang ini.
But is this one enough? I think it's not enough. Because we need to focus also on the legal side, the media, politics, economics. Actually, we need to do a support from different angle, actually. That's why we should know firstly that the Palestinian cause is not the cause of Palestinians themselves. It's actually the cause of the whole Ummah Islam.
Bantuan keuangan kita sama sekali bukanlah satu bantuan yang mencukupi kepada mereka ini. Kita sebenarnya perlu bekerja satu rangka besar dari segi perundangan untuk memastikan pergerakan Yahudi ini adalah dihalang dari segi undang-undang. Dan perjuangan Yahudi ini, perjuangan Palestin bukanlah perjuangan mereka, namun ia merupakan tanggungjawab bagi umat Islam seluruh dunia.
So, our role as Palestinian is actually to represent the Ummah. Actually, Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa for everyone, as mentioned in Al-Quran, سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله. And actually, according to Hadith Sharif, there are 3 masjids are to be protected, visited in Islam. Al-Masjid Al-Haram, Masjid Al-Nabawi, and also Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. It's not for only the Palestinian who need to do this, but also all the Ummah should do this role.
Ada 3 masjid di dunia ini yang perlu kita jaga, iaitu Masjid Al-Haram, Masjid Nabawi, dan Masjid Al-Aqsa.
Yeah, there is something that we should know about actually Palestine. If the Palestinian people are left alone, without any support, without any help from any Muslim country, the danger of the Yahudi is not only limited to Palestine only. The danger of Yahudi is an international. Even, that's why the danger of Yahudi should not be extended to all Muslim countries. Because if Israel, let's say, take over all Palestine, then they would think to take over other Muslim countries. The danger is beyond that Palestine only.
Adalah sangat berbahaya untuk membiarkan Yahudi menguasai Palestin secara keseluruhannya, adalah kerana mereka akan merebak kejahatan mereka itu ke seluruh dunia apabila mereka telah berjaya menawan Palestin dengan selengkapnya.
You may hear about the professor and the scientist who was assassinated a few years ago, Doctor, who was teaching actually in science. Then he was killed by the Mossad, and Mossad was able to come to Malaysia. Imagine. Malaysia, of course, doesn't accept Israeli passport, but the Israeli existence can still come to Malaysia with maybe foreign passport, like European passport. So they still can know a lot of things in Malaysia by their spies, by their Mossad, by their intelligence party. So that's why they are everywhere. They are everywhere, which means that we should actually encounter them not only in Palestine, but we should actually teach our people, our kids, our generation here in Malaysia about actually the Palestinian cause, not only by we should support them in Palestine, but also the knowledge. The knowledge is important. We should teach our children actually the history of Palestine, the history of Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa.
Kita dikejutkan dengan pembunuhan seorang saintis Palestin, di mana mereka ini dia adalah diburu oleh Mossad, ejen risikan Yahudi di Malaysia. Kita sepatutnya Malaysia tidak boleh menggunakan ejen risikan Yahudi untuk datang ke Malaysia, namun mereka mempunyai berbagai teknik pemalsuan identiti dan segalanya untuk membolehkan mereka berada di mana-mana dengan negara dunia untuk mereka menjalankan misi-misi mereka untuk membunuh orang-orang yang berkepentingan menjaga Palestin. Dari segi itu kita perlu juga menanam semangat dan kefahaman bahawa menjadi tanggungjawab kita terhadap anak-anak kita untuk bersama-sama kita ada kesedaran untuk membenci dan juga melakukan usaha apa yang kita dapat untuk melawan musuh-musuh Allah ini, iaitu tentera-tentera Yahudi.
My last point here is that we need to do in Malaysia to spread out the consciousness about actually the Palestinian cause, and we need to tell everyone about the actual conflict between Muslim and Yahudi in Palestine, because it's an aqidah battle. It's not only it's not about the land only. So what we should need to do actually is to spread the consciousness, the awareness. The awareness is very important to be spread, to be disseminated to all people in schools, in universities, in institutes, in masjid, in surau, and every single place for the Muslim. Thank you very much, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all the Palestinian people over there. Ramadan Kareem, wa barakallahu fikum, taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sebagai terakhir daripada saya adalah saya memohon kepada semua agar kita sama-sama menyebarkan, iaitu memberi kefahaman, menyebarkan kefahaman, kesedaran bahawa kita semua perlu membantu pergerakan Islam untuk menentang Yahudi. Ini bukan penentangan orang Palestin dia terhadap Yahudi, tapi orang Islam terhadap Yahudi, dan yang bukan soal akidah kita. Jadi saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada semua yang datang, dan mudah-mudahan kita semua dijaga oleh Allah, insya-Allah.